All right, guys, so here we go. When you talk about God, let's get to it. Anybody that talks about God, what do you know about God? The word God. Well, I understand that there's some dark cult type people that kind of run the world, and their version of God is Geode, God of destruction, or God of death, goddess of destruction, goddess of death. Pretty much the same thing that they would say Shiva would be. Okay, so Geode, God of death. God. I mean, there's a lot of people that think that. Okay. So when I was in science class, one thing that amazed me was that when we got into geology, which is the study of rocks, not to be confused with geography, which is the study of land formations, which is I aced both of them, 100% everything, at 12 years old. I aced that whole damn course, all of science. That guy was blown away by me. But anyway, that was the year I found out that I was a pathfinder. Anyway, so one thing that amazed me was the word geode, because when I learned what a geode was in that class, it perplexed me. Like, is this what the earth could be like? Nobody had ever told me anything about a hollow earth at that time. I had never even heard of the reference. I didn't hear of the word hollow earth until I was 22. And that was after I had had the dream. Well, it wasn't a dream, the vision of a hollow heaven. As in heaven, so it is on earth. Okay, because I came through hollow heaven and I saw a figure in the hollowness of the heavens, deep off in it, sitting on a throne, and he said he was God. And I said, I love Jesus, and he sent me, well, I don't know, the word. See, there's a person that was an image, and the words came out of his mouth, but the word, I understand, is what possesses all things. Okay, the word forms all things. So the word that came out made all the stars move inside of the hollow heaven, which would be our space from Earth. All the stars began to go back and forth very fast and just blinked me here back into my bed. And that's how it was. And from that point on, I began to study the word. The word is bond from vision to reality. It's stuck. It's true. Definitely true. So in that, see, remember I said that there was a dark figure in the hollow heaven. He was behind the constellation, and the constellation was Taurus and Pleiades. And from what the science class told me, they said Taurus and Scorpio are like best friends. They fight against Orion and them, such as Sagittarius and Orion, or Centaur or Orion or something like that. He was telling me the stories and stuff like that about that. And Taurus and Scorpio are opposite sides of the zodiac, or calendar, if you say that. And I guess Scorpio is also called the eagle, before it was called a Scorpio. See, there's things not just about Earth that I know. I've known this for not that long, but I've always wondered about Scorpio. But I remember in the Bible it talks about, in Revelations, the king of the bottomless pit, Abaddon. Okay, Abaddon. Okay, and scorpions were released, flying locusts with tails like scorpions. And then it reminded me of The Rock. He played the Scorpion King. It reminds me of Donald Trump, Abaddon, Magadon, Abaddon. Anyway, this whole thing brings me back to the geode. As in heaven, so it is on earth, and beneath the earth. That was another thing. There's that line in the Bible, of be still, know that I am God, and above in the heavens, and on the earth, and beneath it, or in the earth. So that let me know, okay, understood. There's like these different levels of heavens, and I've only seen so far that I'm connecting two of them, and then earth would be like compared to the middle, like another, like Russian doll formula. But anyway, I looked at this word geode when I was young, and I was like, you know what, it looks like on the inside it looks like space, kind of, you know what I mean? Here, I'll show you an example. The biggest geode in the world. They have people can fit inside of it. It's a chamber almost. But that doesn't do it justice. Here, let me show you. Here it goes. This thing looks like the stars on the inside. How the light, that's what I'm saying. What are we looking at, space? Stars? Huh? Okay, so essentially, here we go. This is crystals, all crystals. Okay, so when people are talking about space and heaven, I kind of understand a little bit different. I take everything with a grain of salt, pretty much. But at the end of the day, the word geode, let's go over here and hurry up and get back to where I want to be. Right here. Forward. Okay, let's get to it. A round stone with a hollow center lined with crystals, 1670s in Greek form, from 1610s, French geode, George. Okay, so here's another thing. I gotta bring this up real quick, because we're gonna get into some stuff. So you say geode, you got two words. Also, you got King George, or just the word George. George Yah. Okay, so they got George Yah, meaning God. Okay, so George Georgia is sort of like Judah, but this is, and that Judah means to know, okay? To know God. Judah, Yahuda means to know God, okay? To know Yah, okay? Georgia, to know God. The dragon knows. He's not, but he knows. That is the difference. One who is versus one who is not. Okay? This is a dragon. George. Geode. Gaia. So here we go. Let's get to it. And I think you guys are mistaking this for a female, just because the Most High describes it as Satan as a male, dressing up as an angel of light, and I'm thinking that might be a female. So you're fooling the world, fooling the whole world. That's how this dragon fooled the whole world. Okay, there you go. Over again, twice, time and again, time and a half. Okay, here we go. Greek geodes, earthy. You would think the dragon is earth. Okay, earth-like, with deep soil from G, earth, like dragon, G, earth. Anyway, Hermetic Gaia, oids, object suffix characterized by C-oids, perhaps so-called in reference to the rough crust in which the crystals are hidden, related geoidic. All right, earth as a goddess, Gaia. Remember, Yah is God, but who is the, why is there a God? That's a goddess, okay? That lets you know, okay? Earth as a goddess from Greek Gaia, spouse of Uranus, mother of Titans, the Titans. Now this brings you back to Genesis 6, when the angels had mated with the daughters of men and created Titans. Okay, now man is known as a dragon, by the way. When it comes down to it, I'm thinking some type of like original meaning, because we're not called man in Hebrew, we're called moth. Okay, moth, or spelled like math. Okay, so here we go. Anyway, man is dragon, man is a sea serpent. That is what man is, and everybody worships the dragon, everybody worships the sea serpent, and everybody calls himself that, and that's what you think you are. So therefore, you cannot be serving two masters, right? So then you have Titans, personification of Gaia, earth as opposed to heaven, land as opposed to sea. See, here you guys go. We're not of this world, but you are pretty much going along with the get along. Okay, we are called to be lights in this world, the light of the world. That is what the moth is. The math, the moth. You hate math, but we are the moth. Okay, I'm looking at a dragonfly right now. Beautiful green with a tail of blue. All right, like the earth, like the dragon. He's just resting. First time I've seen this. Well, anyway, possibly take a picture for you. Nice, man. Never mind. Let's get back in. All right. As opposed to heaven, land as opposed to sea. Land, country, soil is a collateral form of G, Dorian, Ga, earth, which is of unknown origin and perhaps a pre-Indo-European language of Greece. Okay, there you go. Here we go. The Roman equivalent goddess of the earth was Tellus. So that makes me wonder, because you know, Rome sacking Israel and doing all the crusades and all that stuff, changing all the dates, times, laws, and languages and stuff like that, and the places, names change and stuff like that. So much we've witnessed that through my ministry right here. We witnessed all these names changing. You know, Yesharun. You know, Hiroshima. Huh? What do you know about this? You know what I mean? What do you know about Akaya? What do you know about Yayona? Shoot, now you guys just call this Greece and Israel and Jerusalem. You know what I mean? But it's the truth. Like, we're not even saying the true names. Period. So how are you worshiping? You keep worshiping by religious. Religious is something that you rely on, and that's what you rely on, a false face. Face. False. Very similar words. See? This is crazy. A facade. Facade. Wow. Wow. Okay. Sometimes used in English poetically or rhetorically for earth personified, or the earth as a planet. Tellurian. Pertaining to the characteristics of the earth. Latin, tellus, because you got Tel Aviv. That's another thing that I'm thinking about. Like, that's the capital. You know, what's up with all this? Genitive Tellurus, earth, land, ground, the earth, Teller, related to Tellus, Roman goddess of the earth, probably Telho, ground form. Is that all those we own nowadays? Ground floor, Sanskrit, Kalam, plain soil, solar foot, Greek, Telia, dice board, Latin, Telent, to spread out, Lithuania, Tils, bottom of a barge, flooring. So now you're getting into Leviathan. Lithuanian, well, it's always, the whole Lebanon is Leviathan. Like the whole Lebanese, Levant, this area, man. All of this, I'll just mark it. Here. Oops. We got a 20-minute video over here. Shouldn't be that long, but I guess I'll speed up there. I'll speed up the playback speed. This is the Leviathan. Okay? It's the tail of the dragon. The Leviathan and the dragon are one and the same, like cat dog. Okay? This is the tail of the dragon. Notice the tail of the dragon is always a triangle. When you see them, they show you the tail of the dragon as a triangle. The head of the tail, it's like a triangle. Yeah, triangle. It's a triangle. Okay? Tail of the dragon. This is his legs, or something like that. But yeah, his head is up here in this area. He's like turned here. Let me just do this real quick. I'll show you how he looks. Okay. He goes from here This is the dragon. He curled around. His wings cross right here. His wings cross from this side to this side. This is a wing. See how it goes out like that? The white part, that's a wing. You're looking at his chest. And on the other side of the world, you're looking at his back. See the horn went off in the background? That was a confirmation. Alright, Geode. Alright. So, at the end of the day, the language that we speak, the language, Leviathan, land, law, legion, legend, 10,000 leagues under the sea, religion, the beast, the dragon out of the sea, the beast out of the sea, the beast of the sea and the land. They made everybody worship the dragon. The dragon gave power to them, so that they may speak. So we call ourselves man, I guess, but that's not what we are. We're moth in Hebrew. I'll show you, just to get you guys right, just to get you Yashar. I was looking for Geode and I didn't find it, so I went up and I ended up finding it over there in etymology, and that's what made me make this video. So I was like, I never put that part in, that it's a part of my life that kind of like made me, a little bit more curious about what we're not being told. It's the hidden things. Because you look at a Geode from the outside and it looks plain. Something you want to just move past. Don't even want to take any time to look at it. Crack it open and you're a millionaire, I would say. Anyway, or if you don't crack it open and it is a Geode, you're even more powerful. That's crazy. You're a millionaire. Anyway, so you got moth. There you go, 4962, moth. Matushael, Matushalek, Methom, we are the... Yeah, there you go. It's not like I haven't been telling you that we're speaking Hebrew in English. But what we're saying in English, we're not speaking it proper, so it's sort of blasphemy. In Hebrew, is holy. It's kadosh. It's consecrated, and everything else comes from it. Hebrew is not of this world. It's more in him, or her, my bad, because that's the truth. That's the truth. Wisdom, these are not physical things. All the things in the world cannot even compare to Chokmah. Cannot compare, fam. It doesn't compare. This world is a world of war, and you worship, with your words, the dragon. And the whole point is, that is the deception that deceives all of man. And the dragon presses towards heaven, but Micaiah, one who is like Yah, is going to throw him back down for good. You know what I mean? Well, actually, Yashai is doing that one, if I'm not mistaken. Yashai throws him down the second time. The first time it's Micaiah. And I think that's where we're at right now. After Micaiah threw him down, we have this dragon here, But it all started there at, I like how it says the plank. What is this? Old Norse? Salam, Old Norse, Gilead, Dutch, Gele, plank. The plank in the eye. An inhabitant of earth. Inhabitants of other worlds. Yeah, man. This is just to let you know, like it's all here. It's all here. On the inside of a geode is water, by the way. That's another thing. It doesn't even say anything about the water on the inside when you look this up right here. But the truth be told, there is water on the inside of the hollow geode. Remember the Hebrews walking through the desert with Moshe, and they needed water, and Yah struck the rock, and water came out, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there you go. Geode. Interesting. Things are not what they seem in this world, I'm telling you guys. It's the spirit of things. That is what we're talking about. I'm not saying worship the rock, this rock. Yashaya is the Geode. He is the rock. The one that the builders rejected. The rock that gave the water. The rock with the unfashioned stones on the inside that shine and reflect the light like the waters reflect Yah, the word of God on the inside. The darkness did not understand the light that shined on the inside. So the point is, I shouldn't say he's the Geode. He is Yah. He's the word of God. And like I said, these physical things are shaped by the word of God, and man is just a vessel to produce the word of God. But man is not Yah. Moth is not Yah. Okay, we are a vessel, and you have to keep yourself ready. It's like a horse. If you're not cleaned up and ready to go, he's not gonna ride you. Rudolph, you're sitting at home tonight. You dirty butt, you filthy butt. No, you have to be clean and righteous, in His way. And He'll draw you out, and Yashai will save you. Because all this flesh has got to go, but the word is forever, and that's got to go somewhere. And it's with Him, or it's with the fire. To the right, to the left. It's all eternal. So there is an eternal death of fire. Okay? This is what I'm saying. So when you're looking up in the heavens and stargazing, they say don't look at the sun too long. Alright? Don't look directly into the sun. Well, notice. Some of those sparkly things are not suns. Some of those sparkly things are not moons and stars. Some of those sparkly things are just a spot on the wall. Because I can tell you, that's how I came into the hollow heaven. It was just a little hole in the wall. It was a hole in the mountain. A holy mountain. A big white mountain I was running up. You should check out my last video I made, which describes more so. I show you a visual of the whole thing. I guess I could kind of play it right here for you, I guess, to cap it off. To end, if I didn't erase it already. These bugs are bugging me for nothing. I guess it would be this one. In 2006, I woke up. Before I woke up, I was running up a mountain. And I was running from my friends, smiling and laughing. And I saw a hole I was going to hide from them. I jumped into it and I saw some crosses with the stars in the background below my feet. And a constellation of Taurus. And then behind it, a darker figure than the dark sky, sitting on a throne with the stars on his chest and an eclipse on his chest. And he said, I am God. And I panicked and I said, I love Jesus. And then all of a sudden, a light, all the stars went back and forth, warp speed, and wrapped around me, dropped me off in my room. And I woke up and started praying because I realized I didn't know what the words that came out of my mouth meant. I didn't know what Jesus meant, didn't know what God meant, didn't know what my name meant. So therefore, I kind of went on about silence and started studying vigorously night and day. And I realized that the world was a lie as far as what we were being told about the name of the Most High Son and His name. And I started from there in 2006 at 22 years old. And that same vision of that eclipse on top of his chest, I guess I learned that they call that constellation Black God, with the Pleiades as his left eyebrow. And that's the constellation of Taurus. And that eclipse on his chest was just like the eclipse 2024, April 8th. And yeah, so it was like there's orbs up there. It's not like a regular eclipse. It's not like a moon. It was something different. And that's what made me wonder so much when I first saw it in my before I woke up and he spoke. And yeah, so pretty much I woke up on earth, and from that point on I've just been repenting. And so as far as me being sent to teach and preach, that's the moment that got me started to realize that I was the only one taking it as serious as I was. And so if nobody's telling you what I'm telling you, it's because nobody was sent like I was sent. I can say John was probably, the John of Apocalypse was probably as close as it gets to being sent like I was sent, as far as the story of him from heaven seeing what happens on earth. Yeah, like, but I'm nowhere near compared to that. I'm just saying that it's kind of similar, that he was given a vision to see, and you know, I can see things. That's all I can say. I hope that you watching my channel will, you know, this information about me is pretty personal, will give you a better insight on, you know, why I do what I do, and you know, where I get my information from. So on that note, I'll see you guys in the future videos. Tune in to the Rabbi Yashar Hai Kadosh Kadosh Kadosh, to the Rabbi Shai Kadosh Kadosh Kadosh, to the Rabbi Hebrew Kadosh Kadosh Kadosh. Anami Amen.